This is the man eating a sandwich pod. Let's give a little call to Wesley to see if he's picking up. Let's get him on the mic. Here we go. Another classic call-in show. Starring Dom Anderson. That's me, your host, aka the man with the sandwich.
Hello. Hello there.
I didn't think you were going to answer. Oh, Wesley was going to answer.
What's that? You're on West answer.
What? Yes. You're meant to be here with me.
I'm coming. I'm
Riffing about calling it, but instead you're answering the phone that he's meant to, the call he's meant to be on.
Alright, I'm jumping over this. See you soon.
Yeah. Well, let's see if Wes picks up. I don't think he's going to. But that was a disaster. This sandwich is freezing cold. I basically just ate like half a fucking tomato was all that bite was. Unpleasant. Well, it doesn't look like we're, Yeah, oh, he's busy, is he? He's not fucking busy. Let me just type a quick message to Wes. You're not fucking busy. Bitch.
My mic sounds nice.
Good of you to join me.
Alright, let's try it one more time. I feel
like I've never heard, like, get on the tools.
Yeah, beat the fuck out of your dad. Yeah.
Fix your shit, bitch.
I don't know, were they? Were they just Germans or were they Nazis?
I don't know what I'm saying. ASMR, like reading sounds. Yes.
I wonder what the sex is like. Do you think it's like, angry?
Wow, dude.
Not even looking at the kid.
I don't know, man. There's so enough about him.
Why can't you just, like, why can't people just be normal and just fucking beat off in private?
So unprofessional.
What the fuck? Get on the tools. Yeah, I'm here. Ready to rock and roll.
I'm just doing the man eating a sandwich solo cast at the moment.
Hell yeah. What's on it?
I got a little Subway, a little chicken classico.
Very nice.
A little cheddar cheese, a little carrot, cucumber, tomato, a little capsicum, blue cheese dressing.
Blue cheese dressing. I heard that kind of slaps. I haven't got anything where I can like put it on yet. I usually just get the pizzas, like just a good old pizza side. What? No, just
no, that's lame.
It's classic though. A bit of chipotle, some jalapenos. Yummy. I'm actually starving now. Talking about food, it's probably not. That's all that's going to be in my mind now. I had a couple of mandarins and an apple before I came on. I thought that was going to sustain me enough.
But fruit, you're not a bat, man. You're a growing boy.
Kind of fruit's high fiber though, so like that's what you want. I don't know if mandarins are. They're just kind of just sugar, but they're delicious.
I feel like the peel is always the thing that's high in fiber. Like anything that you eat the skin on, it's got lots of fiber in it.
I guess I should
start. Like an apple. I'm not allowed to eat it with the skin on.
I'm not allowed to eat it with the skin on. That's what I'm going to do from now on. Then I'm just going to just eat a mandarin just like an orange. I mean, just like like an apple. Just take a big bite out of it.
I don't think anything bad would happen to you.
No, I think it just
extra rough.
I think it just ruined the experience of eating a mandarin.
I saw a TikTok recently. Dude, have you recorded?
Yeah. I started recording.
Yep. I saw a TikTok recently. When you eat a kiwi fruit, does it like sting a bit? Does it sting your tongue and your fingers when you eat a kiwi fruit?
It's quite acidic, isn't it?
Apparently, they're not. Apparently, it's just like a lot of people are allergic to
True.
them. And apparently I'm allergic to kiwi fruit, and it like stings my fingers. Because like years I've just been like, man, this makes my lips like sting like as fuck.
True.
But apparently that's not at all what eating a kiwi fruit is meant to be like.
I always thought it was just the acidity of
Apparently
it.
it's meant to be.
True.
Maybe, but I've talked to a few people and they're just like, no, they're not acidic. They don't sting.
They're quite nice, actually. It's quite a nice, enjoyable experience. Either.
And mild and refreshing, yeah. So I've heard. So apparently I'm just have been allergic to kiwi fruit for 25 years, and I just haven't fucking known. Haven't realised. I saw their little.
I remember
the zinger box of fruit.
Yeah. Zinger box. I remember a few years ago with my ex, and I was making hot dogs or something for dinner. And I couldn't find any hot dog buns in the shop. They were like completely sold out for some reason. I don't know why. Everyone was just loving hot dogs at the time. So I ended up getting these like...
No, that does happen.
I got these like brioche rolls. And I thought they were pretty nice. And I was eating them. Turns out my ex was allergic to rye. So I nearly killed her. She was like... Well, trying to enjoy these tasty dogs. And they were good dogs too.
Nearly killed her. Please. Can't be that allergic.
It was just more like her lips just started swelling up horrendously, and then like her throat was just getting really itchy, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's probably not good." I was like, "Are you allergic to rye?" She's like, "I don't know, maybe." And I was like, "It's probably it."
Trying to have the dog.
Well, I guess
I will say shout out to the Aldi bakery team.
Yeah,
because the brioche from Aldi absolutely fucking rocks.
It's
the best.
I haven't been to an Aldi much, to be honest. I don't really. There's one nearby, but. I don't like...
You never cruise down like after work, or?
The checkouts are usually just quite confronting. I don't know. They're always just standing there.
Well, they only just recently added...
Oh no, they're sitting. They sit down.
To their repertoire.
They sit down.
Yeah, they sit on the checkouts at Aldi.
They add what? What to the repertoire?
Baskets. You're going to have to do some of the vamping while I eat the last of the sandwich, but it's only just added... like shopping baskets to the store.
Ah, sweet. Yeah, man, I feel like you need a shopping basket when you're trying to... What, they just have those trolleys. Hell yeah, this is the Aldi podcast now. We just talk about everything Aldi.
Pay $1 for a trolley, or just do the move where you have just armfuls of fucking shit. Where you come in for 2 things and then you have to walk out with 15.
So I just carry...
You have to awkwardly carry a huge armfuls of shit around.
I just wear a bandana everywhere, and so you can just have a little... a little bag to carry around everything like a homeless man.
That's a good idea. Yeah, right. I'm a white guy, so I can't just wear a bandana everywhere.
Oh, shit. Bring it back. Remember when we got really into those bandanas? I'm pretty sure I still have 2 of yours.
They're fine, man. I think they got them for $1 a piece. They were good.
And they were great too.
But they were cool.
Yeah, they were so cool. Everyone wanted to wear them as well. Like, everyone just wanted to slice the bandana.
Very Cobra Kai of me, that move.
It was super Cobra Kai. I loved it. I loved everything about it. It also could have been Karate Kitty as well. Like, could have been Miyagi-Do. They also wore bandanas. Yeah.
Possibly. Do you think Mr. Miyagi's racist? Looking back on it now?
I don't think so. I don't know if he's racist. Why would he be... What? What?
Well, he wasn't a racist. Is the portrayal?
Portrayal of him racist. I don't think so. I feel like it's, from what I remember, is quite respectful. Like, he's just a Japanese guy who was into Japanese stuff because it's his culture. So,
because his culture, I don't know. He's pretty.
But he also could have been a war criminal as well, didn't he? Like,
maybe he definitely fought for that. No, he fought against the Japanese, didn't he? He was like a traitor.
I have no idea. I thought it would have been hilarious if he fought for, like, he did some of the bombings at Pearl Harbor, but now he's just living on American soil, training white kids.
He just did bombings at Pearl Harbor. Let's see. Let's do Google here and give us a hand. So, did Mr. Miyagi do Pearl Harbor? No, it doesn't want even to autocomplete this treachery for me.
Of course.
He was a wise karate expert.
Yeah.
Let's see. Military career. After Pearl Harbor was bombed in 1941, the US officially announced formal entry into World War II.
So he was part of it.
The Japanese and Nisei citizens were discouraged from volunteering, and those already in active service were demoted to reserve units over fears of sabotage. Okay, so in 1943, the United States Army called for a Japanese-American volunteers. So he was in Japan he was in America at the time.
Okay.
So he fought for the Americans.
He was a trainer.
And throughout his military service, Mr. Miyagi was promoted to the staff sergeant.
Damn.
And was highly decorated.
I haven't seen Karate Kid.
He was in the 442nd Infantry Regiment.
I haven't seen Karate Kid in a long time, so I didn't realize they went into such depth about his military career. But it just showed that he had a medal.
Well, maybe they go into more in like Cobra Kai or something. But yeah, I think they show him in his uniform a couple of times. So he's like, I think you can just surmise from like the emblems and shit on his uniform.
Do you like Cobra Kai?
What kind?
Have you? Are you okay there?
I never saw it. I just watched the scene where he like has a broken leg. And he kicks him in the face.
Oh, yeah.
And I forgot how funny it is because it doesn't show a close-up of the Karate Kid like I thought it does. It shows a long shot of right after he kicks him in the face and the way he like drags himself away. He's just like face down. You've got to have a little peep of it, Karate Kid. Just like
Did you like Cobra Kai? Or have you seen it?
I never watched it. I didn't watch any of it.
It's pretty.
I've
watched. I haven't finished the latest season, but it's pretty good. It's very It's kind of funny because it's like there's so much drama in it involving the fact that it's about these two middle-aged dudes like starting their own dojos in this small town, and it's like so
the beaches white dudes being like, I'm the king of karate.
Yeah, basically, but it's so funny. Think of it outside the context of the show.
I'm from Chicago, and I'm the best at karate.
If you think out of the context of the show, it's just like from the outside perspective of just people living in that city. They just be like, what the fuck are these guys doing? Just starting these beefs on the street, just fighting in the street and stuff outside of car dealerships and things, and just doing karate on each other. But it's
just bringing violence to the team.
Yeah, well, that's like a big part of it, is because there's this huge brawl scene in like a high school. It's really cool, actually. It's really well done, and and then there's like karate's kind of like almost outlawed like in the town because too many people are just
karate. So it's like Footloose.
Yeah, Footloose for karate. Well, that's like a turning point in the series. Yeah, but they still do karate and stuff.
That's so funny. That's like an anime fucking show premise of just like. There's a martial art that someone developed that's so deadly that it's illegal, but there's a few people who like kumite dudes who still know it and still practice it.
It's pretty funny. I feel like it's quite self-aware as well, what it's about, so that's what makes it good.
Yeah, I believe it is. People are sort of fans of it, quite ironically. So this scene in Karate, I'm watching the scene where he kicks him in Karate Kid, which apparently, I'm Googling it now, apparently the face kick is an illegal move, so he does lose this match, technically, because the face kick is a disqualifiable move, because it's not meant to kick to the face. It's like very clearly laid out. And he's got the broken leg, and he like leads with the broken leg, is the first thing he does. And he gets him with this dope move, like this dope elbow to the leg.
Oh, yeah.
But why would he lead with his broken leg in any...
I thought that move was illegal or something as well, wasn't it?
Instance.
Wasn't that move illegal where he broke his leg?
What, just like elbowing him in the leg?
Or something like that. Or you like...
Well, I like the way that they don't have any sort of physician or the referee doesn't be like, no, you can't continue to fight, your leg is broken.
Yeah.
This is like an under-14s local karate tournament. I'm not going to like ruin your life.
There's no... Is there any medic...
Everyone needs to bring the intensity down about 15
is there any medics on hand or anything like that? Because I just remember that
there's one
Mr. Miyagi just
it's like Dr. Nick from The Simpsons being like, finish him!
He does like some sort of voodoo or something like on him and like fixes his leg,
he does,
some sort of therapeutic thing.
Well, he doesn't fix it.
Oh, he just like makes the...
He just convinces him... He just hypnotizes him into thinking that he's not fucking hurt.
Just placebos him and like, continue fighting. Just kick him in the face. Just take him out.
Do an illegal kicker. Is what he said, I believe. Now, what was it? I was actually going to look up, is Mr. Miyagi racist?
He's racist. Oh, like a racist.
I want to get a thesis on it. Okay.
Really quickly, there is something I do want to, that kind of ties into that sort of fighting. I have a
go
friend here, and he was telling me about how one of his
Very Tekken of
his
you,
buddies, one of his buddies, started doing like practicing MMA
Well Rang is
for
his
like
name, right?
a little
Oh,
underground fight club here, and kind of like a little kumite in like a cage. And like it's a legitimate one, but it literally was like an underground, like it was underneath like a warehouse.
It's like the lowest level of MMA that you can possibly
And they were just,
You got to start.
and it was like
somewhere,
a
man.
little private competition.
I love those fights.
And so this guy,
And the prize is like $75.
the
It's like a voucher.
prize is honor.
Booktopia. Oh yeah, honor and the $60 book voucher.
But
Or some shit, just like beating the
Yeah,
fuck out of each
but-
other for
so it was.
$80.
So the fight was like an
Yeah.
exhibition match. So there actually wasn't any. So it was just basically just for fun.
Jesus fucking
And,
Christ. Just for
yeah.
fun.
And he was going up against one of his best friends or something like that. And
Mm.
but apparently he ended up just kicking this dude's ass like so intensely that
Just
when they
whooping
had
it.
like a timeout,
They're not
like
friends
after the
anymore?
first round, they went into his corner, got taken his corner, and his coach came over and said, "Yeah, man, you got to stop kicking him in the face because we need this round to last."
Because we put on.
Yeah, they need the fight to last. Otherwise, like, and he's a bit woozy over there. And he was like, "Oh, true." So, he, like, had to end up holding it back and just couldn't fight. Like, actually, because he went in the mindset that he just wants to, like, even though it's one of his friends, he was like, still wanted to kick the shit out of him because he wants to win. So,
Because he wants to win at all costs. Yeah.
I met him actually. He was a very nice guy.
Real
He's a musician.
Brain damage, but nice.
No,
guy.
he was actually very smart. But he just wanted to fight.
Oh,
It's just
yeah?
something that he just decided to do. Just decided to join the kumite.
Is he very smart? Do very smart people get into underground rings with people that completely outmatch them in exhibition fights for the MMA?
No. As in, he was the one who did the ass kicking. So
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I thought you meant you met the
No,
other
no,
guy.
I didn't.
Because you did mention he was your friend.
no.
obviously
So
you met it.
it was like, so the friend that I met, he's friends with that guy, but this guy also has a friend that he fought against. So it's 3 different people.
Okay.
So I'm pretty
Very
sure-
complicated.
But yeah, so
So
eventually he ended up winning, I think, by just points. But he just evaded for the rest of the game because he just
how many rounds did they fight?
I think they did 3 rounds or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And but yeah,
I had to take it to the distance.
apparently the other guy had no clue, so he was wondering why all of a sudden he was on the defense because he didn't get told at all that that he wasn't going to kick him in the head anymore.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you can sort of kick him in the legs and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Well, just do some ground submission stuff in that instance, surely. Just like draw it out and do long.
Apparently that's what
gay
got it
shit
going,
like
is that he ended up getting him to like a grapple on the ground and then just started just like fucking flailing him directly in the face because he had no cover because he had both his arms like basically tied
Pinned.
back, yeah. And so and after that, the guy was
Do you like
brutalized.
MMA? Do you watch much of it or?
I honestly started thinking about it, like just maybe joining like a kickboxing class or something like that because I thought it might be fun. But I don't.
I'm sure it's
Yeah,
good
yeah,
exercise.
exactly.
I'm sure it's like fun enough. But watching it is like absolute dog shit.
Watching it,
It's so funny to watch it, not the professional footage from the cameras
Yeah.
that they have in the octagon. It's so funny to watch footage from people in the stands just with their phones.
Yeah.
It looks like absolutely ridiculous. It looks like the most pathetic schoolyard fight of these 2 shirtless guys trying to trip each other from like 2 centimeters away from one another, just hugging and aggressively jostling each other
especially
around.
if you just get like
There's
the one
all
angle where
these
it's
like
just
1,000 people being like, yeah!
rip his
It's
fucking
like
head off.
wrestling is 1,000 times more entertaining than that.
Wrestling is good. Wrestling is very entertaining.
I never appreciate. Well, here's the thing: the actual wrestling is pretty fucking lame. It's pretty, like, let's be real. The actual
it's-
fighting, quote unquote,
the
fighting
back-
that they do is pretty gay.
The backstory
And all the story and the pageantry and the faces they pull when the music starts.
Yeah.
How there's no one in reality that goes from being that cocksure about something to being that scared. There's no one who talks that much shit about The Undertaker, and then The Undertaker comes and they're like, no.
But if you
Like,
think
it just doesn't happen.
but it's funny in the
You don't get it
context of
anywhere else.
the wrestling because they think them dude's dead, so like they're gonna fight a zombie like in that.
Just talking smack about him. They think they're just, I literally have done a seance and that man is in hell. And I taunt you, sir. I fucked your sister, Undertaker. and you're in hell.
Dong.
Oh my god. Ding. Ding. No.
And he always like rises up from the
Yes, dude.
most. It's usually not just from where you think it's going to be. Like the coffin will come out and then it'll open, but there's nothing in there, and then he's just behind him.
And he just descends from the fucking roof like Batman. Yeah. No, the best one is when they do the big fake out and then they just walk out from behind the regular. Who's taking WrestleMania this year? Can you put bets on WrestleMania?
Yeah, can you? Because isn't it?
It's in
fixed?
October. When is
Isn't it
WrestleMania?
fixed anyway?
Is it
So,
already
like,
happened?
Surely you can't bet on it.
Well,
'cause
yeah, I
it's
mean,
fixed.
someone must know. Oh no, WrestleMania was in April.
Scripted,
my
I
bad.
should say. Not really fixed.
Well, it's fixed, scripted, yeah. It's like it's like
Well, fixed-
betting on
fixed-
a play.
Yeah, fixed
It's like
implies
almost betting
that
on
it's
the outcome of Julius Caesar to be like, I bet you Caesar dies in this one.
Do you think there was betting for like shows and stuff, which characters would live in things like that? So like, could you bet on like Game of Thrones?
Yeah, that's true. I think you could bet on Game of Thrones. You could definitely.
That'd be cool.
Let's have a look. Let WrestleMania 2023 betting odds. Am I able to actually place a bet, or is it just for fun? There's no way you can bet on it. Because if I just endeavour to find the dude and just tell me who the fucking some dude, the janitor at fucking the studio, I'd just be like, just tell me who's gonna win, and we'll split the $10 million. The odds have to be really good.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, so you can do like fantasy betting and stuff, but you can't.
What's that? What's fantasy betting? So like fantasy football?
You know how they play fantasy football, yeah. So you can
Yeah.
sort of point-based games and so on. I don't know. This guy seems to imply that Roman Reigns is going to be the winner.
Roman Reigns. See the dude that wears the bulletproof vest? Are there a lot of them wear bulletproof vests?
The Shield broke up. They ended up. That used to be my boys. That's when I first got into what wrestling was about, and I was like, damn, this is so fucking good. It was Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins as well was the last one. And they didn't used to actually do the wrestling fights. They would just play their music, run out from the crowds, and just kick people who are already injured, and they'd be like, "Winners!" Yeah.
So they just jump someone who's already down.
They would, and they would just kick them and then run away. They never did any wrestling moves or fighting. It was the fucking best. I used to love it. I used to be like, "Fucking hell yeah!" I used to just watch the Shield compilations. Watch every single person they ever jump.
So hold on, they're going to come out in a second. Here they come.
And Dean Ambrose betrayed them, I think, and the Shield broke up because they were unstoppable. Was their thing. They used to have like all the Titans would try to take, but they were just 3-1, like mob everyone.
So they
and
never
every time they were outmatched, they would just run away. Like every time there was like Mark Henry and like, the Big Show together, they'd be like, "We're out of here."
So they never played by the rules.
No, never. They never did anything entertaining. They just ran away and mobbed people. Just jumping like thugs. And they dressed in, like SWAT gear, like sleeveless fucking SWAT vests. It's so good.
Oh, it's so funny.
I fucking love the Shield. Shout out to Shield.
Yeah,
Dean Ambrose is such a... The best thing about Dean Ambrose, he was like their leader, is that he looks like a backyard wrestling 16-year-old. He looks like the most paunchy fucking... Big shouts fucking out.
Yeah. I remember I was a big fan of Cody Rhodes. I love me some Cody Rhodes and all these transformations.
He wore a mask because he was meant to be dashing.
He went dashing and then he went like,
Rhodes.
then he was like disfigured Cody Rhodes or some shit.
He got burned or something.
Yeah. And then like,
he's a good looking guy.
Yeah. And then he became like, and then he just got blonde hair and became like the manager or something like that. Like he took over Vince McMahon.
I can see him with his 2000s frosted, not even frosted tips. It's just all blonde. Like,
It's just,
but you can still see the fucking black inside, so it's not quite like shady blonde. It's still got frosted tips.
I don't know if it's a look, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of it. I like this dashing area though.
Funny.
At those little promos.
I like the way. No, I love the fucking mask that he wears. That he's like, I'm a monster. I'm disfigured, but you can see it's like see-through. It's completely clear mask. You can see that there's absolutely nothing wrong with his face.
It's like he's Fan of the Opera mask sort of thing. But
yes,
he's not at all. He's still very attractive underneath that mask.
Yeah. Who's that NBA player that wears a mask?
Like goggles? Like the goggles, the sweat goggles?
No, it's the same mask.
Oh, is it? I have no idea. Actually, I think I do. I think I do know who you're talking about. What's his name?
LeBron wore one for a while, it says here.
Yeah, I've seen photos.
Yeah, it's Kawhi Leonard wears one as well. Just like because they keep getting their face injured or something. I used to watch. Just play. He just made this freak team in NBA 2K 12.
Oh yeah, I remember the freak team.
The tiniest possible man and the biggest possible 8-foot man, and then you set all their stats to max, and he'd just crush like the Dallas fucking Hunters. Like I don't know who he would crush. I would watch him do that for just 2 hours. I'd be like, "Is this fun? How are you not bored of doing this? Just dunking from half court?" And
yeah, I used to love it when the little guy had a max dunk stat, so he just like levitate up and dunk,
leap from like the free throw line. Yeah,
and he'd be versing like these 6-foot dudes, and he's like,
he used to amuse me. It used to amuse me way more to watch him than it would to actually watch the game he was playing, because he used to love it.
Yeah.
Just watching the joy in a man's eyes as he fucking
and the
240 to 8.
Yeah, the commentary in that game was always hilarious because you had that, can't remember his name, the commentator, but he was always just like, whenever there was a dunk, he'd be like, "Oh, that was a dunk." He would just squeal a lot during the game. Oh. Man, I remember there was that one MMA game. I think it was the first MMA game. I think it was just called MMA. And just said MMA a lot. And I was playing with and there was this point in the game, I don't know if it just broke or something, but I had him in like a grapple move, and I was on top, and I was just punching his head in, and he wasn't able to defend at all. And it was just like 20 punches before like the ref would call it, and it went on for like a good like 30 seconds. It's like boom, boom, boom. And then as I was getting up, I don't know why, I just pressed it again because I thought it'd be funny when the match was going. He did another one for good measure.
No, I remember that. That was in the demo, wasn't it? It wasn't even in the full version game. It was just like the demo to MMA 2 or something. And it would be...
Oh, he played...
It would be like, you would finish him, and you'd just be ground and pound punching in the face, and then the ref would call it, and it would match one, and the title or whatever would come up for it being over, but you'd still be punching him. The bell would ring, and you'd just be punching him in the face still. And then as you stand up one more, just like...
yeah, dunk.
Just a little so flick good. Punch across the side of the face of an unconscious man.
Just for good measure.
The disrespect.
We played that demo so often, like way more.
Than, you didn't need the full game, because who cares if you can only play as Bobby Lashley?
And
Brock Lesnar, or whoever the fuck it was.
I'm pretty sure. I think it was Brock Lesnar.
WWE boys.
But I remember Bosch.
I can't remember. It was someone like
Bobby Lashley. He was just like too overpowered though. I swear, if you only played as him, he would just beat the shit out of everyone. That was a good game. I still have that demo disc.
The disc? I don't remember being a disc.
No, we shot
download demo. That and NHL.
Yeah, NHL. That's right.
You could just play as like the Bruins.
It was so annoying playing that.
Toronto and Boston,
because he wouldn't try to play to win. He'd just play and just start fights all the time in the middle of the match.
Start fights, just drop gloves and like
and it's like
the fight mini game. The fight mini game was fun, to be fair.
But I liked that he would drop his gloves and he just like, his character would just like kind of walk around looking for someone to fight.
Just like trying to grab someone, yeah, it's a good one. I should watch Goon again. Goon
is a great movie. Good. That's such a good movie.
Pretty funny, and it's better drama than it is a comedy, really. It's really
I think it's like really good, like kind of almost slapstick because of how brutal the scenes are. And so like you're like, ooh, and like kind of like laughing at that.
Violence is good, though. Yeah. It's like actual like action more than it is just like, let's see what it's rated.
I think it's pretty high. I think it got a pretty decent rating. I think the sequel wasn't as good.
6.8 out of 10.
That's not bad.
On IMDb.
That's a good movie.
That's terrible. What?
6.8? That's a positive. That's positive. That's like good.
Positive, you think?
Yeah. Anything below 5, or like 5 and below, that's a bad movie.
I don't think it has a sequel.
Like 6.8, that's basically it. Yeah, it does. It's something.
Oh no, yeah, it does. 5.8 on IMDb. Yeah. 75% liked the film. 41% on Rotten Tomatoes for Goon 2. Let's see what number 1 got.
I think it had like an 80 or something. I swear, 80.
It's not saying. It's not showing me the score.
It doesn't want to show you. I'll give it a quick look at.
Yeah, but it rules.
It does. Sean William Scott kills it in that movie.
Yeah, shouts out to Sean William Scott. He's got some chops as a as an actor, but he kind of gets pigeonholed as American Pie bro.
81%
And
on
Country
Rotten
Mac.
Tomatoes for the first one.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, okay.
So hitting up
Country
the
Mac.
images for Goon. It's like all from just the word Goon. It's like all from the movie for the first, let's see, 8. And then the 9th image is a goon sack on a tile wall.
Yeah, I see it too. Goon of Fortune.
The Wikipedia page for Goon of Fortune, and it's just back to Goon on like the film. The Goon comic book actually takes one of the places.
That's a good read actually. I used to like
And then
that.
the Cackling Goon, some kind of
Alright.
Disney card game. What the fuck is this? The Disney Villainous Wiki.
Goon of Fortune. When was the last time you played Goon of Fortune?
Goon of Fortune? I'm not sure. It's one of those things that's not really a game either.
That's a game. It is a game. There are rules. Like you put the
What are the rules?
the rules is a bunch
Go
of.
ahead and outline us the rules of Goon of
Alright,
Fortune
so-
for the listeners at home.
So Goon of Fortune is a game where you have either you can have one or two. I think that's probably like the most amount of goons actually probably want in a game of Goon of Fortune. Hanging off a clothesline, and then a bunch of people
Pillsbury specifically.
stand around
Really
the clothesline, and then
Mhm.
spin it, and then whoever it lands on has to drink. They has to take a swig of the goon, and that's the rules.
Yeah,
and then
those aren't really rules. That's not
that-
the rules.
that's
though, is
true,
it?
yeah. I mean, if it doesn't land it, you don't just run over and just start sipping. Like this.
That's true. All right, you got me there. There has to be some order.
Yeah,
Can't just have
exactly.
chaos. Can't have people
I-
sprinting over and pushing each other out of the way.
I remember the last time I played it, someone decided that it would be really funny if there was a rancid goon sack thrown in the mix.
I remember that.
It was-
I think I was there.
That was
Just a red wine, fucked
Yeah.
up old red
Yeah,
wine.
yeah.
Goon sack.
yeah, that was that big party.
Shouts
that was
out,
a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Shouts out to who ended up necking the whole bloody thing, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Gonna have to beep it, but I remember we were standing next to everybody's cars and he was just about to get a lift home and he just like finished a litre and a half of it and I was like, sick, that dude's just gonna vomit when he gets
Yeah,
home. Like, why do that if you're just about to go home? But that's the, that's
I got
the beauty of
lost
it,
that
really.
night. Everyone left without me, and I thought I was walking down to one of our friends' houses. Turns out I was walking in the opposite direction, and ended up out of town, like on the way to like almost. So
I remember and I just went cross country once from a party because we could see the lights of the city. It was fucking some out of town doof
yeah,
out in the fucking sticks at someone's property, and we just it's not that far. We can see the town. We just need to head straight towards the lights, and we just tramped through these fields and across these horse paddocks and shit. And of course, we became hopelessly lost and
I
unable to get a cab because we were just trying to call a taxi, and they're like, "Where are you?" And we're just like, "I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Some dirt road."
Man, whoop whoop, man in the bush.
But we ended up getting very close to Wesley's house. Got a cab from there.
Ah, true.
But that's not close.
That's not
to town.
close. That's not close at all. It takes like 2 hours to walk from
progress was slow.
his house into town, or even more, maybe 3 hours. It takes a long
I
time.
don't think I've ever tried it.
I've done it like
fucking
twice.
bothered.
I think I've done it twice. It's
It's
not
grim,
too
it's a
bad
long
if you're
way.
a bit cut and you've got like some good company. And
I guess, yeah, it's true. I've done longer walks.
if you're by yourself, then it's
Just for the sake of it.
garbage. It's a garbage walk. It's just tedious.
Do you play many drinking games?
Oh, it's been a few. It's been
It's been a
Goon
few
of Fortune's
years
been
since
like
Goon
10
of
years.
Fortune. 10 years, you think? We'll have to get a bloody reunion game going. What was the last drinking game that you did play?
oh the one where you put the cards out and you have to get across the train tracks or whatever it
Across
is.
the train, yeah.
Like, you have to-
cross a river or whatever. It's
If you
called.
get a face card, then like you have to start over again. But you have to drink how many times you got. Like so, if
Yes.
you've got 3 rows in, then you have to do 3 drinks. And then it doubles on certain if it's like a black card or a red some shit. I can't remember.
No, I know what you're talking about,
But-
man.
Yeah,
Called something.
yeah, that game. I'm pretty sure that was the last one. Oh, fuck the bus.
Fuck
That's
the
what
bus
it's called,
is
isn't
what
it?
it's
Fuck the
called.
bus.
Yes. But it's always, that's all, I don't know, there's like 30 different
That-
games with that name in Australian culture. You go to a different state.
Yeah, but
and it's just
I was gonna say
a different game every town you fucking go to.
that I think Fuck the Bucks actually has like layers to it as well. I don't think that's just the one mode. I think that you lead into that one after someone has to fuck the bus, and that's you getting fucked by the bus or whatever. Anyway,
I just
what about you?
Googled
When was
fuck
the
the
last time
bus.
you played Drunk?
And we came up with a warning at the time of my Google that it's like, oh, safe search is off, you might see nudity. And I was like, why would you tell me that? But it's like, obviously there's going to be some, like, bus fucks. The fuck bus.
Bus,
is
bus,
gonna
some
be,
bus porn.
like,
Hell
the
yeah.
fuckbus.com.
The bang bus.
Yeah, bang bus.
Bang bus.
What's your favorite pornographic website? Were you a Pornhub Classico kind of guy, or
Seriously, sometimes don't mind.
an ex-hamster kind of
Just
a
get off
bit of a ZooTube monster?
ZooTube. Ooh, I haven't been on ZooTube in a long time.
Oh yeah,
It's been quite a
been a couple of weeks, has it?
Yeah, it's been long enough.
Few days.
I don't know. I was gonna say 4chan, like adult GIF is pretty good. 'Cause
Really?
you can kind of just get a thread that is catered to specific needs and wants.
But don't you have to trawl through
There's
all
also-
so you can go to the catalogue?
Yeah, that's what I do. I just go catalog.
Really?
But it was also like a double-edged sword because you can just like while you're like just want to have a wank, just gore threads will just pop up. And you're like, God damn it! And you just have to like. So I end up just I edit it so that gore threads don't show up anymore.
Really? Can
which
you do
actually
that?
helps
I
out a
didn't
lot.
think 4chan was into shit like that. Wait, so you
Yeah.
sorry, so you have an account? You're signed up to
Toggle
4chan?
off. No, it's just like a cookie or something that so it just remembers what you haven't.
That's funny.
Like what you've got.
Okay,
So-
I'm going to go to adult
Not
GIF.
sure.
I'm going to read out a couple of thread names, and you're going to tell me if you would click on them. Tick Thoughts thread.
Okay. Tick thoughts?
Tick Thoughts.
Sometimes. They're usually
Sometimes.
too young, I feel.
Sure, a way to get around
Sometimes
those policies. The only rule that 4chan has, and there's
Yeah.
a way to get around it.
As it's no jail. It's like right at the top. No jail.
no cheese pizza.
Like, no minors.
YLYL.
You laugh, you lose.
Mm.
Sometimes they're so
Sometimes.
garbage. at
But
the
if you're
moment,
getting
though.
in for
they used to be so good.
if you're going in for a bait, why would you? Is it just like, well, I guess I'll change views and say it? And
It's like after, yeah. Well, sometimes I'm like, let's see what's funny first. Let's have a little giggle.
have a look.
And
Sure.
most
So
of
if it's
the
your
time-
first one, maybe if it's like up early on the roster, you might.
But
stop
yeah,
by.
but
This
now
one
they've just
specifies no
Alright,
TikToks, porn, gore, political nonsense, just funny shit.
See,
That
that's good. That's
persuade
that's a good one. Yeah, because
Okay.
a lot of them will just post really shitty TikToks, like ironically, like be like, how this is
Right.
because it's the ironic funny, even though
Right,
it's
so
terrible.
so not
and
funny.
it's-
It's it comes back around full circle
Yeah.
comedy, which is.
but it
actually
doesn't.
funny.
It's just not funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. The next one is
So what-
face sitting POV.
Oh, possibly actually. Yeah, it's not bad. Depends.
Possibly. Depends on
So
what
that's
does it
a good
depend
one.
on.
I like the snoo. You know,
Damn.
I don't mind it. So,
Source thread.
what else you got?
Looking for source.
Source thread. You can find some pretty cool gifs there.
It's got
some cool
6
web
image replies.
it's terrible. Then you skip that one. I don't want that. It's a quick
Goon
scroll.
thread part 2. Bit of a callback to our previous conversation.
That is that's so. Goon thread is the most
Educate us,
ridiculous fucking thing. Oh god. Okay, so it's people who just want to like fuel their porn addiction as much as possible by having
Right,
these
that
gifs
explains what I'm
that are like-
watching right now.
Yeah, they're like almost sort of hypnotic in a way, the way they're made.
Yes, this first GIF that I clicked on is it's a sort of Maxim model style woman in a bikini, and it keeps flashing to her like face, her breasts, her buttocks in these like quick cuts.
Yeah.
And it's like flashing with like red and purple lights, and it says "Don't think, just stroke." Is what it says. As the overlay.
Yeah, so it's kind of. Yeah, I don't really go down those because it's quite sad in the replies. And I don't want that. I don't want to find out
Sure.
way.
The next one is YLYL Impossible Edition.
No, those are terrible. They're just those are the TikTok ones. And
Man,
the,
I thought there'd be so
ironic.
much porn on this, but there's really not that much. My fucking funny dump of about 373 webums is what this one says.
oh, so it's like some dude doing a dump. Yeah, you go through. Have a little browse.
There's
see what's good.
158 different gifts. Okay. Okay, well, I can't. Gosh. I can't say the first word in this next thread,
Yeah.
but the next 2 words are gore/wrecked. Would you click on that one?
Okay, so it's a specifically racial gore thread.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't. I
It's a word that you could say, but I couldn't possibly.
yeah. No. And plus,
No.
I'm not big into gore. I'm not a gore person.
No, no.
I never have been.
Really stays with you, haunts you. Amateur BJ Webham and discussion thread.
Oh, that's dude. Okay, so that's probably dudes talking about how much they want to suck dick. as well. And,
Really? See, this is what I thought it would be.
So there's usually this thread that it's like it putting in implying that like you want to do the dick sucking, and it's like webms. I think it's webms that make you want to suck cock or something like that. And without a doubt, without a fail, there's always someone who replies using a Ryan Gosling gif, and there's this like copy pasta that is always there, where it's basically like, well, actually, see, I'm a man, so I actually can't imagine I'm a straight man, so I can't imagine wanting to suck a dick. But I like to get my dick sucked, and it's called The Goose is Loose. That is the
Goose is Loose. And do you click those threads routinely? Do they have good content, or?
Yeah, they're good blowjob gifts, so they're not too bad. But I always like to go in it just to see if that replies in. And with so far, 100%, it's always
100%. You're still batting 1,000.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's not there one day, will you put it in? Will you make sure?
Yeah, I have to do it. Yeah, I have to do it. I make sure the goose is loose.
The goose is loose. Next thread
see if there's one there. I want to see.
Okay, I'll go to the catalogue after this next one. Femboys and cross-dressers. Did you click on that one? No trannies, no surgery is stipulated in the...
See, that's...
See, that's what I expect.
Trans.
That's what I'd expect. Let's see. We've got alt girls. We've got King of Spades thread.
King of Spades. It's a lot of... It's so racial.
White male, black female thread.
Yeah.
Source thread, femboys and cross-dressers. She-male/femboy X dark meat. HMV/FH thread. I don't know what that means.
Hentai music video.
What's FH?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Usually it's HMV, PMV. Hentai music video or porn music video. Those aren't too bad. I like to, get your beat so you can kind of do it to the beat
rhythm
of the song.
Sounds a bit involved.
Yeah, to the rhythm of the song.
Yeah. WMAF, which I believe is white male Asian female.
Yeah.
And then they stipulate no, they don't want any African Americans, but they use a different word. Straight anal. Halloween costume cosplay outfits.
Oh, yeah, that's something seasonal. I like that.
Yes. WMLF. White male Latina female?
I guess, yeah, I'm guessing so.
Webs that make you want to suck cock.
There you go. See,
here it is.
We've got it. Let's see. It's the goose loose.
And what am I looking for? Looking for an image of Ryan Gosling. There's so many replies.
Ryan Gosling.
300 replies. For God's sake. God, this is a lot of pornography for my little brain, my little innocent brain.
Just wait. Just see if the... You just need to find out if
someone talking about how they sucked a stranger's dick.
Yeah, you get a lot of those.
Here we go. Is it no, I do not want to suck a cock ever. Watching something will not change this. Do you comprehend? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? No. Now that I've dispensed that little rant, perhaps you could take a heed of this and simply title your thread with blowjobs or something efficient. Is that it? Because there's a gif of Ryan Gosling and he's like laughing.
Gosling? Yeah, okay. It's not as good. That one, no. It's usually a much nicer reading of it.
Okay.
Did people reply to that being like the goose is loose or something like that?
I can't see any so far.
Like as in, if you look in the right hand corner of the post, there's usually you can see the replies there.
Replies, okay.
Like there's numbers up in the top right.
Absolute 4chan expert.
Yeah, we've gone that quite a bit.
No, I can't see any replies to it.
No. Alright. That's a bummer. So technically it is. That is one, but it's nowhere near as... There's one that's eloquently written, and it's just... No. If in the future, if I ever come across it again, I'll just screenshot it and send it to you. And I'll show you what it's really like. Yeah. But that is basically...
yes, thank goodness. Please do.
Usually it's not as aggressive. That one was a bit aggressive. Usually it's not as. It's just more like, well, actually, I don't like sucking dick, but I do like partaking in the act of getting my dick sucked.
Well, make sure next time. Yeah, I've been through the whole thread. Only the one Ryan Gosling. But you need to make sure that you post it to me immediately as soon as you see it, so I definitely know that you're like beaten off when you post it to me.
Yeah, but that the realization afterwards. There it is. Oh, he's jerking off right now.
Here we go. There's a feels thread, Gosling edition. Only the saddest weapons of Goose allowed. And then him being very sad
That's
in
just
a
always
weapon.
funny.
So, is it? I don't know what you find funny.
Have you seen like those literally me sort of memes where it's like shows usually a really antisocial film character like Ryan Gosling from Drive or Patrick Bateman or
is Patrick Bateman antisocial? I suppose he is technically.
Like he's technically an antisocial person. Like he doesn't really like people.
I suppose he's not a well socialized person. Yes, fair enough.
But like they have these like montages to this like some synthwave music or something, and and it's just like cuts and shots of them looking really sad and lonely, and that's usually like got the title "Literally Me" or something like that. And it just seems like a whole bunch of dudes who just are really depressed and they just like watching these videos, and the comments are so sad. It's so cringy.
What? Just people being like, "My dad fucking killed himself."
I'll try.
Now I'm left with this
I'll
video of the goose.
I'm just left with the goose, and the goose is loose. Here we go. 1.3 million views.
Oh yeah,
literally me. So I've got it, and here are the comments. So many broken men personas, yet they're so relatable that it makes you feel comfortable and not so alone.
Cool.
Like,
feel like you're definitely in a bad place if you're commenting that. You're definitely in a lot of trouble.
The reason why this is of
the area that therapy can't help you.
And this is an account that is Patrick Bateman himself commenting this.
Right.
The reason why these characters are so relatable, I gotta do his action, is because they reflect our deepest underlying thoughts and desires. The most tormented version of ourselves. Hence why we can relate to them simply because they are, quote, literally me.
You do a good Bateman. You do good stuff. I don't know.
Well, that was Patrick. Yeah, that was Patrick Bateman. You wrote that. So
imagine being the first dude to just like go on fucking Twitter right after you watch like American Psycho in the movies, and just being like, yeah, fucking.
I really related to that Patrick.
And
Bateman.
just be like, yeah, you're gonna fucking just like create the fucking Patrick Bateman Twitter. And now you immediately get 250,000 followers because you did that one day. You just went to the opening night of fucking American Psycho. What year was American Psycho? I can't see here. It's because I'm looking at Patrick Bateman, the man.
2000 and something.
Oh, 2000 or something. Nice. Good call, man.
2001, I think.
2000.
2001, I think. Maybe
pre 9/11.
2000.
He gets a 68% on Rotten Tomatoes in that movie.
Maybe
that's crazy.
I feel like that's in hindsight.
Well, you don't think it's that good?
Yeah, that's what I think it's a good movie. No, I mean in hindsight, as in people. Oh, I should say not in hindsight. People from maybe who didn't understand it and didn't get that it was kind of satire. Which I mean, it could just be shown as just provocative violence.
Well, let's take a look at the 1-star reviews.
It just not really tasteful.
Let's see reviews.
Show me those. This is not literally me.
This is literally the opposite.
I do not relate to Patrick Bateman at all.
Here we go. 1 stars.
I don't want to stab people and play with their blood.
Okay, so the first review is a different film review that they decided to put up. It's a review for the film Inside Out. It's just Inside Out was an epic animated released on 17th of June 2015, directed by Peter Docter. I don't know, then they just give it 1 star. They compliment the film Inside Out. Very helpful, Solvig Sartor.
But it's on the American Psycho.
Cheryl says, I would say that I was disappointed with this movie in its entirety. Christian Bale was so horrific that I couldn't get past it. I have never been able to or want to see him in another movie. It was confusing and abhorrent toward women. Actors should think before they sign the contract. Ask yourself, is this what my fans want to see? Will they still respect me? I think not. But him pushing his mother down the stairs is, big respect for that. But playing Patrick Bateman, you monster. What was he in? It sounded like he was a child actor. It's not like he was a play school presenter who took this left turn.
Empire of the Sun, I think it was.
I don't think Patrick Bateman. I don't think Christian Bale's career suffered.
Steven Spielberg.
Sorry. Cheryl.
Suffered.
Being an American Psycho. They only made 79%
When was that review
of the
written?
movie.
Like, was she a big fan of?
She doesn't say. She says that Christian Bale was so horrific that I couldn't get past it. It sounds like he did an amazing job, though. Right?
Yeah, that actually that does sound like a compliment. Like the fact that he did such a good job that actually made her feel genuinely uncomfortable.
But it's like
that literally wasn't her.
And then she says it's like abhorrent toward women, but it's hard to make.
It's fair.
Sure,
it is.
But
well,
that's the
character.
point. Whatever. It's not like he's the hero and he's like glorified for like being fuck ass women or whatever. Let's see. They only made 79% of the movie. This is cheap even for Hollywood. Great performance by Christian there. I will change my review to 5 stars once they release the remainder of the film. And then he signs off with James. He adds James at the end like it's an email. Why? What else does he want to see?
Do you think he was just like
It sounds like he doesn't get the.
Do you think that maybe he just got like a? He doesn't get the ending of it.
Yeah, it sounds like he just doesn't understand what happened in the end of the movie.
I like to imagine that he got a copy that actually literally cuts off like 3/4 of the way through the movie.
Yeah, sure. He just bought a DVD in Thailand.
He's like, huh?
Yeah. It just goes to black. And he's like, 1 star. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Where's the rest of my movie?
Says, don't watch it. It'll leave a big negative impression of your mind. It radiates so much negativity and toxicity.
Alright, I'll agree to, like, there are definitely some movies I feel that if you don't, like, if you feel uncomfortable while watching it, then you don't have to watch it. So, you don't have to like it if it makes you feel uncomfortable. But I also feel like you can appreciate and respect it in a way.
This is the last one. This is the best one so far. I'll read it in its entirety. My soul feels sad watching this. Men, women, and dog is treated like trash by a hideous character. I don't know how a producer and director can unleash this kind of foul energy into the world and sleep at night unless they themselves are psychopath.
Damn. That dog really got to him.
I don't remember what happened to the
killing that homeless dude's dog.
Is that what he does?
He like, I think he stabs a dog or something.
My memory is just turning to soup. I just can't remember any movie I've ever watched unless it was the last movie I watched.
But I know he mustn't be a cat person though, because he didn't bring up the fact that he inserts the cat into the ATM. So he didn't bring that.
I don't remember that.
It's like during the finale. I just like Willem Dafoe in that movie. I like him. Actually, I just love him.
You love Willem Dafoe, big president of the Willem Dafoe fan club over here.
Yeah, actually.
So
yeah,
what's Willem Dafoe's best?
1,000 members strong.
Is the only Willem Dafoe fan club? Go hit up the Willem Dafoe fan club on Facebook, everybody. Make sure that you're all signed up. Is it the only one on Facebook, or do you have competition?
Nah, there's more. There's a guy who keeps pretending to be Willem.
Isn't there a guy
who keeps joining and be like, "Hello, I am Willem
Dafoe,
and I love my fans.
Great to see you guys
Talk
here.
to me."
Isn't there a guy who said he was Willem Dafoe's descendant or cousin?
Yeah. He still seems to think that we know Willem.
He's like, please, I need to get in touch with Willem. He owes me money.
But
I'm his blood.
But this guy that we're blood. He owes me money. But this guy who posts pretending to be Willem, he always posts like the most pixelated photo possible of like ripped straight from Google, like as if he hasn't actually. Well, it's like 200 pixels by 200 pixels, some shit, and then it's just, and then he just says, "Hello, I am Willem, and I love my fans."
What a heroic person! You know what would be the funniest thing ever? Is if that was Willem Dafoe, and that's what he was doing. It's just like, that'd be funny, just fuck with these people a bit. And then 10 years later, he just reveals, he's just like, it's me. It was a lie. I was just kidding.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that I am the only moderator on that. I don't think I've posted for like 6 years, but everyone else is. Like, people are posting, they keep it going. So
really?
I don't have to do anything anymore. I just let it go. But like, sometimes I'll get people will report posts in there, and it's usually just like, scam links and shit. And so I'll be like,
okay. So you have to remove
and also anything that's not related to Willem usually gets reported, and I just remove it. Yeah, and I ban whoever posted it. And keep it clean, Keep the focus strong. It's about Willem. That's why it's called the Willem Dafoe Fan Club. Look it up.
Here we go. Willem Dafoe Fan Club, 1.1 thousand members. Marcus Hicks. I probably have to beep that. Fucking hell. But just go there. He posted it publicly. He knows what he fucking is doing. But the Sound King of Louisiana hanging out with Willem Dafoe, great guy. and it's a picture of him with some black guy. I don't know who this is meant to be, but it's Willem Dafoe. He's in the picture.
Is Willem Dafoe in the picture?
Yes, it's Willem Dafoe, and he's standing next to some black guy in a black t-shirt, some like big black guy with glasses on. And then there's a picture.
Wouldn't that be the dude who posted it? 16 hours ago, someone posted a pumpkin carving they did of Willem Dafoe. It's very good. See, it's popping.
Shouts out to
People love it.
Big fucking shouts out to this. 40 likes. It deserves like 40,000, man. Just carving a fucking Willem Dafoe jack-o'-lantern. It's bizarre. So, yeah. I mean, damn. People are like, this is crazy. People are just like posting and just like pics of Willem Dafoe.
It's so good.
Here we go. Single women group WhatsApp and Snapchat adult 21 plus, and then it's pornographic image sullying the fucking good name.
Straight up. Yeah. All right. I gotta get in there.
Yes.
Switch it up.
You can see this woman's exposed breasts, and that's not what the Willem Dafoe fan club is about.
No, we don't. No, we only look at his penis from Antichrist.
That's the only
sort of genitals that are allowed.
The only pornographic images allowed is his penis in Antichrist.
Willem Dafoe fan club.
Okay.
1.1. I can't believe this.
What is this? So someone has been posting 30 days idle challenge, and you have to post 30 pictures of them with different like. Okay, it's like 30 pictures of them with different categories for each day. So it's like in sunglasses, a selfie, eating with a pet, pulling a funny face while singing. And this one is him while he's swimming, number 27. Hell yeah, number 25 on the list is sleeping.
Oh my god, so I gotta keep up to date. I gotta have to hire a fucking moderator for this page. Jesus.
Well, I'm free, man. There's Willem as Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's it. Hell yeah, there's Willem Dafoe sleeping.
Is that the one that you posted? It's just the African church. What's going on?
Yeah, I didn't know if that was spam or if I don't know what that was. But if you want to keep up with what we're talking about on the pod, you'll need to go to this Willem Dafoe fan club and see for yourself.
Yeah, you got to see for yourself.
And this very spooky episode starring Wesley's ghost.
Day 29, cute face. I like that.
Yeah. In white at the airport is such an exciting picture. There's number 11. You need to send a message to this person who's just like keeping up the fucking posts, because they've really done legitimately like 28 of these in a row.
Well.
Yeah, give them a fucking shout out.
I'll be keeping up with it. I'll give them a shout out.
Maybe they should be the moderator.
Is that Joaquin Phoenix? Love the pictures.
Oh, hell yeah. So the person who's been posting the 30 days of Willem Dafoe like pictures, I'm just like cruising through their they're definitely Spanish, some kind of Hispanic. And cruising through their profile pictures, and one of them is like Willem Dafoe was the Joker. This like Photoshop with the fucking Joker makeup on and green hair.
She also might, I don't know, in her bio it says "go woke" = go fucked.
Yeah, they might be a little bit alt-right. Yeah.
Well, they could just think maybe so alt-right, but just like they just
regular
love
right
so much.
So, well, if you want to see who this is, we've basically doxed them, so you can easily find them, harass them. All our fans, go harass them. I
just realized I didn't do a story, and I actually did have a story.
Oh well, let's finish off with the story, I think, and we also need to do a clap as well. So we'll do that right at the end.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
So let's hear it. Let's get the story. I might have to cut the whole movie review corner because we don't have anything interesting to say about the movies. We just be like, did you see that movie? Yeah, man, it's good. Yeah, it's good. That's it. That's all we fucking say.
We went in a bit of detail.
We just say...
We talked about how garbage it was. We talked about how garbage it was.
What rating does this get? And I read it out. That's it. We don't have any opinion about the rating. We're just like, oh, yeah.
We did. We said things about
I'll listen back and see that.
Yeah, I think it's been a good hour. I actually think that Wes is holding us back.
That's true. Wes is too, with his interruptions.
Oh yeah, Wes is not here today.
Well, his ghost is here because it's a Halloween special. Yeah, Wes died. Very spooky.
Alright, so my story is I have a new phone. I got a new phone today.
Is it a hot new iPhone or the latest model? Or
it's a Galaxy S21.
Oh, that's my phone.
It's the latest one. Yeah, it's not that
fast.
But I got it because the reason why I have my old phone was fine, but this morning I woke up, when you kind of wake up and you're a bit like stumbly, and you're just like not all there. You're like, Yeah. So I went to go take a piss, and I was trying to check messages while I was taking a piss, and I just launched my phone straight into the toilet mid-piss. So I end up trying to reach down and pick it up out of the toilet, like, as quickly as I possibly could. So I
Piss went everywhere.
launched my hand into, like, piss while I was pissing all over the floor. So I just couldn't shut it, and picked up my phone. Hand covered in piss, phone's covered in piss, dripping piss everywhere. Pissed my pants a little bit. And then, yeah, that bad boy didn't work immediately. It just fucking
And this was
switched
for
off.
nothing. Might as well have just flushed it down.
Yeah.
So finished your piss with some
Yeah,
dignity.
exactly.
Flushed it.
Exactly.
Did you salvage the SIM card at least?
I did get the SIM card, so I've still got the same number and on the same plan. So, but
Nice.
I think it still works because I can feel it vibrate whenever I get a message, but the screen just doesn't turn on.
It doesn't
So-
matter. Okay.
And it stinks like piss. So I'm not gonna worry.
What,
about
you didn't wash it? What the fuck?
I gave it a wipe. I gave it a wipe down with the towel.
Towel. That's fucking disgusting, man. Get some antibacterial wipes. That's foul.
That's
Fucking
piss.
Christ.
Jesus,
Christ.
sterile
I was once no. I don't know where you'd possibly get that from, but no. Piss
Bear
is not
Grylls.
sterile. I was once hungover as fuck doing a deuce, and I dropped my phone between my legs, just like right into the fucking underneath the shit, and I had to reach in underneath my shit to grab it. It was that worst fucking.
That is the worst.
But my phone
Oh,
worked.
my
It was. I got to about.
Wait, did the deuce like save it? Or no, you had to actually
Nah.
pick up the deuce.
It went underneath the shit, so I had to reach under the shit.
Oh no! Oh, that's
quite a
bad.
sort of
Also, the
west-
deuce.
No,
was
it
like
wasn't a
gonna,
very
like, kinda-
dense one. It was a very sort of solid,
Oh.
light and fluffy. So it sort of floated a little bit, but the phone went right under it, slipped in under. So I had to just plunge my
Oh,
hand
shit.
in underneath.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I don't know. I don't know what's worse: is lifting the shit up or just dunking your hand straight into the fresh piss or pissing everywhere. I feel like they're both kind of bad.
Well, at least I wasn't shitting at the time, and I had to choose between continuing the shit
Like,
and
you just
reaching
dunk
my
your hand
hand
and just
into the
shitting
toilet.
all over your hand.
Well, how would I be fishing out blind some train spotting shit, man?
Yeah. I can't hold
Fucking
it
hell.
in.
That distresses me thinking
That's-
about that, man. Really upsetting. And then by the way, I sanitized my hands and phone. I didn't just be like, well, shit covered, shitty phones are gonna smell like shit
Yeah,
now, I guess.
if it was shit, I probably would have. But
Oh, but piss is fine. Oh, that's gross. That's disgusting. The line you draw is fucking disgusting. Jesus Christ. And I know if Wes was here, he'd back you up. He'd be like, buddy, just piss on there again instead of washing them. Just cut out the middleman.
Yeah, let's get a new one.
Because he's disgusting. Alright. I think that's going to do us for the
greasy
year.
film over the top of it.
Yeah,
I reckon.
that's gross.
I just think that's how it's always been.
Well,
Anyway, yeah,
mhm.
that was good.
Greasy
that was
film
good.
over the top of it. How's the new phone? Is it working well?
It's good.
Please,
Yeah, it's working pretty much. Please, yeah, happy. 800 buckaroos though.
That's
a lot of
not.
money for a phone.
Yeah, that's not too bad for what it is. I thought those were still over 1,000 actually.
I was looking. Well, the new ones
Get a
are.
good
They're like
deal.
22s. The 22s are like $1,500. I was like, fuck that. And then they have the flip ones, like the ones where you fold out and it becomes like just a big screen.
Yeah, like a shitty tablet.
And that's like, yeah, it's like 2,600 or something.
Like you wouldn't
Crazy.
fucking break that thing immediately though. They look like they're
Yeah,
made out of
it's
fucking
fucking
spider web.
Fold it back the wrong way accidentally.
You just crunch, yeah. It's like, well, that's the end of it.
Oh. It's
Can't
like
put a
I
case
remember,
on it,
It's
yeah.
like who was it? You know those laptops we had in school, those like little shitty ones they gave us. I swear
Yes.
someone thought you could fold it back and just like busted that thing just backwards.
Yes. So
And you
that
couldn't.
was a lie that people were telling to like trick people into fucking crunching their laptops backwards. It was like a funny thing you would do to prank people. I remember that. And you just obliterate the
Just
screen on the
watch
laptop. Yes, I recall that.
Yeah.
Good times. But that's going to do it from all of us
Alright.
here at Get On Tools.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for a very special episode, a Wesley free episode.
Yeah,
if you
it's
enjoyed
free.
this one, let us know, and we'll just cut him from the. Just cut him
Yeah,
from
we'll
the
just
roster.
fucking-
He's not. He's just. He's just a fucking alcoholic anyway. He doesn't come to work ever. So
Enjoys
fucking-
the tools too much.
Yes, he embodies the spirit of Get On the Tools, but the actual practice of what we are about here at Get On the Tools, in the Get On the Tools studio, I'm afraid he's not really cutting the mustard lately. So he's on thin ice, and if you want to see it break under his feet, just go to the Willem Dafoe fan club and leave a comment. Hashtag less Wes. And we'll cut him out, 3 of those, and we'll cut him permanently. And I'm going to put one up myself. So,
I'm going to do that. So, one person just needs to say less Wes.
Just one person needs to, yeah. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next time. Stay safe out there.
Take it easy. Bye.